In her first speech since the Taliban in Pakistan tried to kill her for advocating education for girls, Malala Yousafzai celebrated her 16th birthday at the United Nations, where she appealed for compulsory free schooling for all children. Brushing off the applause and accolades, she said she had no intention of backing down on the principle of education for all.
Dear friends, on the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. They shot my friends too. They thought that the bullet would silence us, but they failed. And out of that silence came thousands of voices. The terrorists thought that they would change my aims and stop my ambitions. But nothing changed in my life except this. Weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born.
Malala Yousafzai started out as a blogger in the picturesque Swat Valley, which was overrun by Islamist militants in 2009. She chronicled life under Taliban rule and repressions and loss of women's rights that came with it. She shot to international fame last year when she went on a nationally televised talk show and defied the Taliban or anyone else from keeping her from getting an education.
Even if it's a place where I have to sit on the floor, or even if there is no place to sit, but if I can get an education there, I will certainly stay there to get educated, no matter how, no matter in what way, but I have to get my education, and I will get it.
The broadcast was from inside Swat Valley, and Taliban elders were in the TV studio. The show host warned the teenage Yousafzai that she was treading on dangerous ground, and during a break, suggested she stop talking for her own safety.
She first time appeared on television in my show, and when she was talking to me, the armed Taliban militants were standing behind her, and she was telling me that her school is closed, and she want to go back to her school, she want to get education, and she was talking very bravely, and I was concerned about her security. When I took a break, I asked her, that I whispered in her ears, and I said that you may face some problems because the Taliban militants are standing there and you are criticizing her. So if you want to save your skin, you can go. You have spoken enough. But she said, no, I will speak more. I will speak more.
Open defiance of the Taliban was rare in Pakistan, and for a schoolgirl to call out the fundamentalist group was unheard of.
So I continued my live show with her, and she was speaking and speaking and speaking. She was criticizing the militants. She was criticizing the bombing of the girls' schools in Swat, and she was very brave. And when I finished my show, within 1 hour, Malala Yousafzai became a big name in Pakistan. The people of Pakistan very much impressed by her bravery, and she became a household name in Pakistan within 1 hour.
A gunman shot Yousafzai in the head at point-blank range and wounded 2 of her classmates. The Taliban claimed responsibility. Pakistan's government moved army troops and scrambled helicopters to evacuate her from the rugged Swat Valley. She eventually traveled to Birmingham, England, where doctors mended parts of her skull with a titanium plate and inserted an implant to restore her hearing. One of Asia's poorest nations, Pakistan has 5 million children out of school. Most of these are girls, and female illiteracy is particularly prevalent in remote regions like Swat, where army troops and Taliban militants have fought for control of the region for years. According to the Taliban, they are battling to protect their way of life and Islam. But others say Malala's simple demand that a girl should be educated already is defeating the Taliban on its own turf.
She showed the world that when there's a conviction, when there's a dream, and when you want to realize that dream, nothing can stop you. I think there have been families who have started sending their girls to school. Even if you talk about Swat itself, in the last 6 to 7 months of 2013, there has been a rise in girls' enrollment in school. That itself is no mean feat. And I think all over Pakistan and all over the world, people have realized the importance that girls' education can hold for the progress not only of a home but also of a country.
Concluding her United Nations speech, Malala said the United Nations marking of her birthday was not for her, but for every boy or girl that has ever raised a voice for the right to learn.
Let us pick up. Let us pick up our books and our pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. Thank you.